Greg Zuerlein set to get us started here, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10
Yellow.
now from the 30.
Yellow.
Right to the air is Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Now Mahomes. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line.
15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Give him 30 yards there.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his...
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chiefs are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
Get 300. Get 300.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Check 30.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. Fighting through at the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall from 21 yards away. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, go going.
Mahomes now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. That's laid out deep for Rice. And that is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28.
Jump out! Flip again.
Now it's Rodgers. That'll be caught right side by the rookie receiver. And they'll get this down to the 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Hey, take 26. Go to 50.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now Rodgers. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Pushing his way through, and the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Attack!
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Attack! Right! Hero 15!
Looking to throw is Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Xavier Worthy, 53 yards. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wilson's got it complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I tell you what, when you're down on the scoreboard, You've got to look to your stars, and that's what they do here to start the drive. I wouldn't be surprised if they looked his way a few more times in short order. That one, well designed, and it's a quick first down.
Inside.
Working from the gun. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Hey, 88.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got it at the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? And after that touchdown, we are just a PAT away from a tie game. And I know everyone's going to look at it and go, guess what? Tie game, all even? They just scored. If they kick this extra point and tie it, they're going to feel like they're the ones that are in control.
Zerline now for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it.
26.
This is ours.
Get 300. Get 630.
To throw is Rodgers. This complete to Corley. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Jump out! Yeah, Liz. We didn't get that.
Rodgers to throw once more. There's Hall bringing in another one. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Go to 50. Inside.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. There he goes, right side. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Mahomes going to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Yellow. 15.
Now here's Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Well, I don't know if careless is the right word there, but bottom line, here in the 4th quarter, tie game, you can't do that.
You sure can, Brandon. And not only do you give up the lead, now you've got to turn around, punt it away from your own 20 as well. So it's really a double whammy with time starting to become a factor.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Over here. 26.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
6:30. Mike.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And now look out, Rodgers lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. That's laid out deep for Rice. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice, 62 yards. And the Chiefs use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes this a 9-point game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, take 26. No.
Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd down. Now Rodgers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Yellow. Far shot.
Mahomes now to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
15. Attack. Far shot.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Easy. Yellow.
Mahomes to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Pacheco, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. That one into the hands of Adams downfield. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Rodgers and the Jet offense staying out there. They'll go for 2. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final score line, and that is the final act of this game. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take